Yes, hello everyone, welcome to the United Stand. Road trip time, and it's United against West Ham, Old Trafford, 4:15 kick-off. Another Sunday game. It is what it is at the moment. That will change eventually, turn after the World Cup, when we come back and we get some Saturday games. Please, just give me a Saturday game. Last week was nice against Chelsea, even though I got back really late. Still, it's nice to have a Saturday game and then have a Sunday. But yeah, Sundays are everything at the moment for United, and we've got a bit of a mixed bag in terms of results. Results have been better though, let's be honest. Performances have started to get better, and we are starting to see a little bit more of, dare I say it, Ten Hag ball. Yes, Sheriff, just no competition and no way to judge how well we're playing. We had to do what we had to do. We put a very, very poor team to bed in midweek and qualified for the next phase of the Europa League. Obviously, we would like more from that, and that will only come with a win against Sociedad on Thursday night. But that is the Europa League. That is then. This is Sunday. This is the Premier League, and it's West Ham United. West Ham United coming to Manchester United on the back of, let's just say, probably their poorest run against any other Premier League team. I looked at some stats, did a little bit of research. I've known from all the games I've been at, and I've been home and away to West Ham versus United for the last few years now, and our record is pretty decent, let's put it that way. Remember last season? Remember what happened? First game, David De Gea away there at the Olympic Stadium. Last minute save from Mark Noble. Scenes, absolute scenes. Brilliant to watch and brilliant to be part of. Then it was a Rashford last minute winner. So we've had some late drama in the last couple of games. This will be our fifth win in a row in the Premier League, I think, against West Ham. We've won the last 4. West Ham have taken 3 points from the last 14 visits to Old Trafford. Manchester United, right now, 1 defeat in the last 14 at Old Trafford. If you're a betting man, you're going with a United win today, aren't you? You're definitely going with a United win. And here's another one for you. David Moyes never won at Old Trafford as a visiting manager. Oh, let's be honest, he didn't win much as a United manager either. So it's a good onus that David Moyes is sat in the dugout that he was sat in when he was Manchester United manager, because that was his bad luck one, because he was poor United manager, as we know. Ten Hag changing the dugouts this season, so it'll feel like a little bit of home from home for David Moyes when he turns up in that dugout. But honestly, looking at it, the way we are playing at the moment, I'm confident that United are going to get the win. I'm confident United will have too much for West Ham. Even more so the fact that this is West Ham's 3rd game in 7 days. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. David Moyes is going to be moaning that a lot, and probably we may see an excuse or two if it doesn't go well for West Ham. I'm not taking West Ham for granted. They have got some quality players, and they can cause damage to Manchester United. So I'm not taking them lightly. I just think they've had a bit of a struggle at the start of this season in terms of handling Europa Conference League football and Premier League football, as most teams do. But they seem to have got into a bit of a rhythm now, and to turn the corner, it would seem. Like I said, though, 3rd game in 7 days, it's a lot. And then to come to Old Trafford, United were able to rest players against Sheriff on Thursday. We got some game time for the likes of Harry Maguire. Ronaldo got his goal. Rashford got his goal. Interesting, I was talking on United Stand after that press conference for the Sheriff game, and Ten Hag was talking about playing Marcus Rashford and Cristiano Ronaldo as a 2. Now, the word coming from Ten Hag's mouth regarding Anthony Martial before this game was on his way back, not quite. Possibly a late fitness test, I don't know, because on Thursday he was training on his own, and we know that Ten Hag will only introduce a player back into the starting lineup, or the matchday squad even, possibly, if he's training properly with the first team. Obviously, we've got Donny van der Beek back, we've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka back, Harry Maguire's back in the team, and you know what? Not players that a lot of the fans would go, not really getting excited about that, and to be honest, not really bothered if they play or not, but it gives that little bit more depth. It does, because we're missing Varane now, and obviously Martinez is 1 yellow card away from suspension in the Premier League, so there could be a possibility very soon that we're going to see Lindelof and Maguire. It's good that players are actually back fit, as much as the sort of dislike to Harry Maguire ahead of Martinez and Varane combination, or Harry Maguire with anyone combination right now, it's still a player there in the squad that we are going to have to rely on at some point. The debate regarding the captaincy and everything like that is a different one altogether, and I do believe that it needs to stay with what has been working, which is how Ten Hag has worked with players and performances. But when it comes to the captain, Maguire just walked straight back in and got it, and I find that slightly different to how he's approached everything else, Ten Hag, and that's one thing I don't like and I don't agree with. I think the players have adapted to Bruno Fernandes as captain, and I think they're liking the Bruno Fernandes captaincy. They can see the actual work rate of Fernandes, and they can see that winning mentality. I just don't see that with Harry Maguire, and I'm all for being proven wrong, as Ten Hag has proved a lot of people wrong this season in the way he's approached things. He was told he needs to be more pragmatic after the bad start to the season. We didn't, and we beat Liverpool. We was told to be more pragmatic in games after we got smashed by Manchester City. We didn't. We went out and beat Everton, who were unbeaten, and we went and beat Spurs, who had only lost one game all season up to that point. And teams that could have really done damage. Ten Hag is trusting in his beliefs and he's trusting in his philosophy going forward. And you've got to give the man credit, because he has proved a lot of people wrong. I mean, we're in 16 games in all competitions now, 10 wins, good win ratio. Defensively, we're looking a lot more solid, but the big issue we've had is getting the ball in the back of the net, and that's why I brought up the Ronaldo and Rashford combination that he tried in the second half against Sheriff on Thursday night, because he classed that as a Rashford playing from a number 10 and Ronaldo as the 9. I'd never ever seen Rashford as a 9 or a 10 in my life, but Ten Hag has been consistent with his analysis and what he's doing and what he's working on in the training ground with Marcus Rashford all season. And he has said it, and I've been to many press conferences now this season, he's always said it, that he sees Rashford as a possible option as a forward player. And to be fair, if Ronaldo does stay in January, then there are our forwards. Rashford is an option for us. If Ronaldo stays and Martial comes back fit, I do think we'll see more of Rashford just from the left. But Hag has worked on it and seen different things. Rashford is our leading goal scorer this season, 6 goals, so you can't really knock how Ten Hag is looking at that. He's had a few, he's picked up a few more positions where you would expect a number 9 to be. You could say the header against Newcastle, that should have gone in, to be honest. But then he was in the same position again, a little bit further out against Sheriff on Thursday, and that was a much harder chance to take. And it was an absolutely fantastic header. You've got to give Rashford his credit for that. That was proper predatory number 9 style heading of the ball. Ronaldo, the master himself, would have been over the moon with that header. It was a brilliant header, and that's what we need to see more of Rashford if he's going to do this role. He's working on his strength and holding the ball up. It has got better in bits, but I do believe that he was predominantly going to be down that left-hand side for Ten Hag, and he has to just have an option there, which says to me we ain't going to go out in January and buy another striker. He's working on what he's got, and it does look like the budget is going to be moved across to the summer after the season finishes, in my opinion. It may be different. If Ronaldo leaves, then everything could change. But if Ronaldo stays, don't expect any money being spent in the January transfer window. That's what I'll say. I can't see it, and I don't think the club will invest in it. We were tight. We were tight-wadded on January when Ranić was there last, and I think it'll be the same. Just spent over 200 million in one summer. I can't see the Glazers going splashing out on the striker we need. Not just any striker. If it's not the right striker, forget it. Don't go out and buy another striker. And they swore it. Don't go out and buy another striker. For God's sake, don't do it, because we've seen that has been the problem over the years. We're having to let players see out their contracts and let them go on frees because we've made that exact mistake. I'd rather stay with Rashford if Ronaldo stays. If Ronaldo does go, then it has to be a lot of money, because it has to be the right striker, and we will get stung for whoever we go for. But we are doing okay. We're managing it. We're coping. We're just getting enough goals at the moment. 16 is not really enough. I think that's about the 8th best now in the top half of the table. West Ham will be a little bit more stubborn. I can see West Ham going very defensive in this game and trying to catch United on the break. It doesn't fear me too much because we've got the likes of Martinez. I think De Gea needs to start playing more of a sweeper keeper, especially if we start seeing the likes of Maguire come back into the team. He needs to adapt his game. He really does. We're seeing outfield players do it. De Gea, he has to do it as well, because I think that debate and his contract coming to an end is going to come into the summer, and I can see changes personally. I can. I'm not having a go at De Gea and not or digging him out. I just the way the situation's moving along at the moment with De Gea, I can see that being a little bit of a not so much an issue, but a decision being made in the summer. And you know what? I can the amount of years De Gea's been here now. It's been a long time. He's served us well. The club are in a position where they can just say, look, you have to take a pay cut because we're looking at a different style of football now. And if you cannot play it, then you have to accept that. He's not even been sent to the World Cup. I'm pretty certain I'm thinking that's right now. He's not even part of that squad. He's not even number one for his country. He cannot demand these amounts of wages anymore. You have to move with the times, and the times are either adapt your game and get better at that, or you have to accept that you're probably not going to be number one. And that's crazy saying that with De Gea, it really is, but that is the realistic look on how things are right now. I'll go into a bit more detail besides the game there today, but the game pretty much takes care of itself. United should be winning this game. United need to win this game because it just backs up all the good work that we've had recently. West Ham will cause us a problem. They will. They're a decent team. But we have got more than enough to beat this West Ham team, and I will be really disappointed if we do not get the win. I've gone 3-0 United. I just think with the way West Ham having to play so many games this week, so in such close proximity, I think by the end of the game they will tire more and quickly, and United resting a few players on Thursday is definitely going to help our cause. I'm going 3-0 United. Guys, drop your comments in below. Let me know what you think. What's the scoreline? Who are you playing? Who's your striker? That's my main question. Is it Ronaldo? Is it Rashford? What are you going with for the West Ham game this weekend? Love it. Cheers for watching, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, to the United stand. I will see you outside Old Trafford. Have a good one, people.